In this video, I'm going to show you how to complete some simple banking transactions within the QuickBooks Online mobile app. You may be asked to input your login details, which are the same as you would normally use on your desktop computer. I have already done this, so it's taken me straight through to my dashboard. In the top left-hand corner, there are 3 blue lines which will take you to your menu. Click on the 3 lines in the top left-hand side and click on Banking under Transactions. This will then display the following screen. You can swipe left and right on your phone screen to change between bank accounts. Here you can see in the current account we have 37 new transactions waiting for review. I'm going to click on this. In the screen you will see all the transactions that require allocation. Some may have a match or a rule icon next to them if you have set these up in your QuickBooks Online account. Please note that you cannot set up bank rules from the mobile application. You will need to log into your computer. So first of all, for items that have a match icon, so let's just find one of those. So here we can see a match icon. The application would have already preset the transaction to go to match. However, we need to take a look to ensure that you are matching to the correct invoice. If this appears to be incorrect, you can select Find Other Matches here. However, if you look and think that this invoice should be matched against this payment and everything is correct, you can click Accept on the bottom of the screen. This will then move this transaction out of the review screen and move you on to the next transaction. For a transaction that you know is a payment for multiple invoices, you will need to tell QuickBooks to match this to the 2 correct ones. So I'm just going to find that transaction, which is here on the 10th of the 5th. So I'm going to click onto this and select Match and Find Other Matches. This will open up all the open invoices that you have in the system. However, bear in mind that it has only brought through a date range here from the 9th of February to the 20th of May. You can click on this and open up the date range if you want to. I know that this payment was for invoice 30 and for 31. You will see here now at the top it says remaining to match 0. This should always be the case. Next, we're going to look at items that have a rule next to them. So for example here, bank charges. These have been preset in your QuickBooks Online account on the desktop version. Always go in and double check that the accounts that the bank charges are going to are correct. So in this case it's an expense and it's going to bank charges. Ensure that the relevant VAT code has been selected, so it is correct to be going to exempt. And the payee is correct as well. So in this case we bank with Barclays. Once you're happy that this rule has been allocated correctly, you can click Accept. This will then move the transaction into your QuickBooks account and move you on to the next one. If you want to go back to your bank, just click the arrow in the top left-hand corner. For any items that do not have a rule or match icon, like this Facebook one here, you can simply click into the transaction and manually enter the information working from top to bottom. So this was an expense, so that's correct. And it was actually for some advertising. So I just find my advertising there. It's not billable to anyone. The payee was Facebook, so that has been set correct. And there was no VAT on that. Once you're happy, you can click Accept. Again, this will work the same way as the others and move you on to the next transaction that you can be dealing with.